It all started long ago, in 1754, when the British and the French each decided to claim the Ohio River Valley, west of the Appalachian Mountains, the start of the war.
This seems suspicious. A search for beavers?
I agree.
Meanwhile,
This is a successful place to build a fort at Great Meadows, Pennsylvania. We will call it Fort Necessity. Wait, what are those figures emerging from the brush?
Washington, I'm unaware. I will find out.
Attack! French rule, British rule! Oh no, the French have attacked our fort with the Indians. Savages!
the French, it seems they have made an alliance with the Huron Indians.
Yes, we fight with French. Now attack! Make ready. Take aim. Fire.
The Ohio River Valley has been claimed by two sides. The Indians joined the French because the French were kind of considerate and did not push them off the land. The British just wanted land and power.
We must fight the French off the Ohio River Valley and get the Indians on our side.
It's going to be a challenge for the British to get the Iroquois Indians on their side. The British wanted to expand their land and build more forts. The French just wanted to trade with them. The Huron Indians joined the French side. The official start of the war was in 1766. The colonists started fighting with the French in 1764.
General Braddock, I have my concerns with the order of this march.
Be quiet, Washington.
This had to be a real soldier. But
Suddenly, the French and Indians attacked the British from the woods.
make ready. Take aim. Fire.
On July 18, 1755, the French killed and wounded 1,000 British men. Braddock died. Many events occurred from 1754 to now. In 1756, the war officially started. In 1758, the British attacked Fort Louisburg. In August 1758, British and American colonists captured Fort Frontenac, and the British began secret talks.
We promised to stay east of the Allegheny Mountains if he stopped helping the French. Finally, what the Ohio River Valley tribes always wanted! We promised. We promised.
Just in, the biggest battle of the French and Indian War happens in Quebec, Canada. The British sail in the dark in 1759.
Be quiet, guys.
As some British warships fired to annoy the French, 4,800 British sneak up a 180-foot cliff. The British hide in the forest to get ready to attack the French open range.
We're being attacked! Assemble the army! Get the general!
The French charge, but the British wait until the French are 40 yards away to fire. The French army is destroyed in 15 minutes.
Make ready! Take aim! Fire!
After the British win the war, King George makes the Proclamation of 1763. This is Carolina Washington signing out this episode of History Time for Kids. Come back soon to watch the next episode of What's with the Proclamation, King George?
We are here at the scene of the Proclamation of 1763, proclaimed by King George that takes place after the French and Indian War.
I have issued a proclamation to keep the colonists from moving west.
The proclamation went as far north as Quebec, Canada.
We get all the land west of the 13 colonies.
We dislike this law.
I wasn't trying to make the colonists mad.
My uprising added to the existing worries when many British outposts were wiped out.
All of our land purchases are canceled. It was against the law to settle west.
I could not enforce the law, and the flow of settlers moving west cannot be stopped.
We are moving west, yeah! 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 We are moving west, yeah!
We are moving west, yeah!
King George set the law, the Proclamation of 1763, so Chief Pontiac Indians would not attack his forts.
There's been a lot of fighting lately with the Indians.
I know, I wish they would stop fighting in the forts.
We declare war!
The Proclamation of 1763 ends with nearly 2,000 settlers dead. Come join us for our next episode on History Time for Kids. Thank you and goodbye.
Hi, I am John Cord, and we are on the scene of the Stamp Act in 1765. We are going to talk to two colonists and see what they think about the act.
I don't like this. We have to pay taxes on all paper items, including legal documents, playing cards, newspapers, almanacs, and much more.
I think that dirty English Parliament had no right to put taxes on our colony.
Who do you think is responsible for this ridiculous act?
My opinion is that George Grenville and King George are responsible for this messy act.
George Grenville expected us to be responsible for half of the estimated 300,000 pounds in money needed to protect our possessions.
Is it true that the Parliament did not have the right to tax the colonists?
In my opinion, they should let us be represented by our own colony.
I agree 100%. Did we do anything that hurt them? No.
I heard that if you violated the Stamp Act, you would be punished with heavy fines, and if you forged or counterfeited the stamps, you could be punished by death.
You're right. My best friend just got put to death because he forged a stamp. It's so sad.
Do you know how this act was enforced?
All I know is that the act was enforced with great difficulty by the tax collectors.
It was a radical group, the poor and those who did not have the right to vote.
I heard that some tax collectors resigned because they were afraid their homes would be destroyed or burnt by mobs. Is that correct?
That is correct. The stamp paper was also burned and destroyed.
The mobs went wild with anger, and very little effort was made to collect tax.
Good information. Do you know anything about the Patriots or radical groups?
The radical group was organized into societies. They called themselves mostly the Sons of Liberty. They were a group of people who were mostly tradesmen, printers, and publishers. The Daughters of Liberty were women who were involved in the politics and thought they could be good for the country.
Patriots held the Stamp Act Congress in 1765. This Congress declared that colonists could not be denied the basic rights of Englishmen, trial by jury, the right of petition, and the self-taxation.
What does petition mean?
A petition is a request. How did the Parliament and the King repeal the Stamp Act and other obnoxious laws?
One way is that the colonists would boycott British goods.
Merchants agreed not to purchase goods from England.
All this is 100% true on the History Channel. Thank you for watching.